You have to have the right mindset in order to be successful with YouTube. You have to see the bigger picture. If you have somewhat of an entrepreneurial or business mindset, then you can kind of look past that and you understand that time invested early on will be rewarded. Not will, I mean, there's a good chance. If you want to succeed, you will. It's not a guarantee, you have to put in the work. Have you ever told somebody that you have a YouTube channel and they just kind of smiled awkwardly, maybe even laughed? If you're a content creator, you know what I'm talking about. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 4 stages of a YouTube creator's journey through the eyes of your friends and family and the people you talk to. If you're new here, hi, my name is Rob. Nice to meet you. And if you're returning, then welcome back. The first stage of a YouTuber's journey, I like to call the hobby stage. Now, this is when you're just starting out. You're not making any money from YouTube at all. You're just getting started. You're maybe making your first videos, learning how it all works, right? How to make videos, how to talk to the camera, video editing, uploading, everything that goes along with it, trying to figure out what your niche is. It's a hobby. You're having fun with it. You love the idea, and you're probably thinking that sometime down the line, you would like to make some money with it, and that's awesome. But if you talk to people about it, they're typically pretty dismissive, might even laugh at you a little bit, thinking like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? It's kind of a waste of time, isn't it? They don't share your interests. So even if you're doing it for no money in the beginning, right, it's something that you're interested in, so you keep on doing it. And people may not understand that. Now, you may be thinking that at some point down the line, you would like to turn it into a business. And if you do want to do that, then you'd want to start planning ahead accordingly. But yeah, so this first stage, I'd almost be careful what you tell people. Oh, I left my glasses on. I'd almost be careful what you tell people because of the reactions you might get, right? They may not be the reactions that you want, okay? Again, everybody's got different interests. So if they're not as interested in YouTube as you are, that's the reaction you're going to get. The second stage of a YouTuber's journey, I like to call the struggle stage. Now, this is, yes, you do struggle in the first stage, obviously, but this second stage is when you are starting to figure things out. Perhaps you're monetized, maybe just freshly monetized, and you're making maybe $100 or $200 a month through YouTube AdSense. And that's awesome. That was perhaps a goal you had, that you wanted to get monetized. That's a goal most people have. And I'll tell you, once you reach it, you'll realize that, you know what, it's kind of anticlimactic, because $100 or $200 a month, sure, that's nice, but it's certainly not a full-time income. So in this stage, people are generally still a little dismissive of it. They're like, oh, isn't that cute? You're still doing that? You're still doing YouTube? Oh, you made some money? How much? And, you tell them, and they'll be dismissive, and they might even say things like, why are you wasting all your time on this? With a quote unquote real job, you could be making a whole lot more money than that. Why waste your time with this? They just don't get it. Like, you have to have the right mindset in order to be successful with YouTube. You have to see the bigger picture. It's not all about trading your time for money, trading time for dollars, right? That's how the majority of people look at, what you spend your time doing. If you have somewhat of an entrepreneurial or business mindset, then you can kind of look past that and you understand that time invested early on will be rewarded. Not will, there's a good chance. If you want to succeed, you will, okay? It's not a guarantee, you have to put in the work. So this struggle stage, you're trying to you're seeing potential, you're monetized, you see that things are growing, your watch time is increasing, your views are increasing, you're still making videos, and you're looking for the path forward. Like, what should you do next? But the people you talk to about it still see it as a hobby. They don't see it as a business at all, and they don't realize that successful creators do treat it like a business. So at this stage, you're monetized. You're making a little money from YouTube, but guess what? Cyber criminals don't care how much money you make. They just want your data. That's why I use today's sponsor, Surfshark. When you're online, whether you're checking emails, uploading videos, or working on your next big project, your personal information is constantly at risk, especially if you're using public Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, airport, or even a hotel. Hackers love these places because it's so easy to steal passwords, credit card details, and even social media logins. Surfshark encrypts your internet connection so no one can snoop on what you're doing. It's like having a security guard for your online life. And here's something I love. Surfshark blocks trackers and ads that follow you around the internet. Ever Google something and suddenly you see ads for it everywhere? Not with Surfshark. The best part is it works on unlimited devices with just one account, so you can have it on your computer as well as your mobile phone. If you want to stay safe online, click my special link in the description below, surfshark.com/RTM, and get 4 extra months for free. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Don't leave yourself exposed online. Stay safe with Surfshark. Now back to the video. The third stage I like to call the respect stage. Now in this stage, you're starting to make some money. You've got monetized before. Now maybe you're making a couple grand a month, $2,000 or more in AdSense, and things are growing. You can see the potential. You're perhaps looking at other ways to monetize your channel. Maybe you want to develop a product like a course or something else that you can sell. Maybe create a website, right? Your business is growing. Your YouTube channel is growing. You're making money, and you're having a lot of fun. And people are starting to respect you. You might be a little bit more open now about talking to other people about what you're actually doing and how you're doing it. You're going to get a lot more questions now. People are going to be maybe a little less dismissive and asking questions like, well, how would I do that? how are you making that's a great side hustle, $2,000 a month. Awesome. But how long did it take you to build this, right? Didn't it take you like months or even years sometimes? Imagine if you had a real job that whole time, right? This is what people are going to say. You could have made a whole lot more money by now. Because $2,000 a month for most people, for some people, that's still not quite a full-time income, depending on where you live. But but it's nice. You can see the potential, and people are starting to think, maybe I could do this to make a little bit of side money myself. Can you, any advice? I don't even know what I would make videos about. You'll start getting questions like that, and it kind of validates. It feels good, right? People start respecting you more, and perhaps you don't have to hide it as much as you used to. Not that you have to hide what you're doing with YouTube, because again, it's a hobby and it's not for everybody. Yes, perhaps you want to, turn your hobby into a business, and when you do, it's amazing. It's, you still have to work hard, but you get to set your own hours. Right? There's all kinds of benefits that come along with that. But the bottom line is, most people will still equate the time spent with the money you make. Okay, like they would a job. Like they might think, oh, I don't want to work that job. It only pays $20 an hour. I want to work this other job that pays $40 an hour, right? And after a 40-hour week, they want to have made whatever. I can't do the math in my head, right? They look at it that way, short term. The fourth stage I like to call the expert stage. This is where or when you're making, say, $5,000 to $10,000 a month. That's a healthy full-time income with potential to make even more, and maybe you are making more. Your business is growing. You've got other things, coming in. You're making videos. You're getting thousands of views every time you post videos. Things are really cooking. But the way people will typically look at that, friends and family and whatnot, is, gosh, you're making how much? You're lucky. Things just come easy to you, don't they? And totally forgetting about all the work you put into it. But they're doing that same math. They're thinking, my God, they do the math. What are you making? Like $200 an hour? How long does it take you to make a video? What would I make a video about? People start thinking this way because they start to see themselves doing what you're doing. And, I guess it's nice. It's nice that they that they acknowledge that you're doing well and that you like what you do. But see, now they'll start asking you questions. They'll start asking you how they can do it too. And they'll ask you if you can help them, right? Now you're an expert in the eyes of everybody you know. You're an expert. You're making a living, a very good living with YouTube, and they want to know how they can do it too. They forget that it takes a long time, and when you start telling them how to do it, and if they actually start making videos and they're not getting the views right off the bat, they'll start doing the math and think, my God, this is going to take like a year or more. I don't have time for that. I need to make money. And it's like, yeah, you do. That's why you don't start YouTube after quitting a job. You don't quit your job and start YouTube. You start YouTube on the side. Or if you've already got like a safety net or a retirement all set up, it's a great thing to do in retirement. If you're already kind of set and you don't need to make money right away, you could start YouTube and grow that into a business if you want. But if you're younger and you need an income, then stay with the job you have and start YouTube on the side. It'll be a lot of extra work in the beginning, in your spare time, your evenings, your weekends, early in the morning, if that works best for you. That's what worked for me. And work at it and build it. But you're not going to get results right away, okay? And this is the type of thing you'll be able to tell people because you're now an expert. This is the expert stage. And this is where you'll stay as long as you want. So that's what I call the 4 stages of a YouTube creator's journey. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And yeah, with that said, I will see you in the next video.